I have a question for you on rhombus. Rhombus is part of a polygons and quadrilateral, which we have discussed in geometry module. So you can go through that to understand more about rhombus and other polygon and quadrilateral. Rhombus is a kind of parallelogram where you have all sides equal. So opposite angles are equal and sides are equal. Diagonals, they are perpendicular bisector of each other. So let's look at what is the question. So here you have question in front of you. If you want, you can pause the video and try attempting the question by yourself, or we can do it together. Okay. So as I said, rhombus here, and question said the length of side of rhombus is 36. So all of them will be all four of them. So rhombus, let me draw this first. So it's kind of parallelogram. So two opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are equal, and diagonals are what? Perpendicular bisector. Diagonals are what? Perpendicular bisector. So they intersect at midpoint and form what? 90-degree angle. Okay. So side is, let's say, 36 centimeter here. Area is given as 396. We need to find out the absolute value of difference between the length in centimeter of the diagonals. So let's say if this is diagonal 1, okay, or let me name this A, B, C, D. So let's say AC is diagonal 1 and DB is diagonal 2. So what we need to find here? Is absolute. So bigger diagonal minus smaller diagonal. इसका difference हमें find करना है, absolute difference. So absolute difference is always positive number. Okay, fine. So how are we going to use this information? So first of all, it is a right angle triangle, right? Now, for right angle triangle, I can say, and there it's, if let's say this is M, the point of intersection is M, and if I only take this triangle M, थोड़ा इसको और कम कर देते हैं, इसको थोड़ा और बढ़ा देते हैं. Yeah, M, and here you have A and B. This is 90 degree, 36. So AM here, AM is half of the diagonal 1, which is half of AC. Half of AC. Okay, so AM is your D1 by 2, as we assumed. AC to be DM. Because why? Because M is a midpoint. Diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. Bisect matlab midpoint. Okay, intersect at midpoint. So AM is half of AC, so that's D1 by 2. Similarly, BM will be half of BD, which is D2 by 2. Okay. Now, if we need to find out the area, chalo area se pehle agar if we can apply the Pythagoras theorem, because this is right angle triangle, we can say here 36, which is opposite to 90 degree, a perpendicular, that's equal to D1 by 2 whole square plus D2 by 2 whole square, right? What you get here is D1 square plus D2 square, and दोनों का common denominator is 4. That is 36 square. So 36 square is 129696. Okay. Now you can multiply 4 this side. So if you multiply 4, you will get what? D1 square plus D2 square. And this is 1296 multiplied by 4 will give you 5184. Right. Now where are we heading to? We can see that we have sum of square of 2 diagonals. Okay. And now if you want the difference of 2, so यहाँ से हम एक चीज link कर पा रहे हैं, relate कर पा रहे हैं, which is D1 minus D2 whole square. If I apply, I get what? This is equal to D1 square plus D2 square minus 2 D1 D2. So with this information that it's a rhombus and one of the side is 36, we can find, we only applying one property, we found what? D1 square plus D2 square. Okay. So this is where we are heading, right? Because that's how we can relate. Correct. So if we can focus on finding the product of diagonal, it will be easy for you. And for that, we will use the next information, which is area of rhombus is 396. So what is the formula of area of rhombus? Area of rhombus, yeah, area of Parallelogram is also same. So that is area of rhombus here is half d1 into d2. We have discussed this formula also in our geometry class. Okay. So this is as per question, this is 396 and half of d1 into d2, right? So tell me what will be d1 into d2. In that case, what will be d1 into d2? d1 into d2, if you cross multiply by 2 here, you get d1 into d2 as this is 96, 62 and then multiply, you will get 792. Correct. Now, can I take this information? Can I take this value of d1 into d2 here? यहाँ पे ले सकते हैं? Yes. So d1 square plus d2 square, we got it from here, 5184. So this is 5184 minus 2 into 792. If you find this, you will get d1 minus d2 whole square. आपको d1 minus d2 नहीं मिलेगा, उसका whole square मिलेगा. Then we need to further find the square root of this. We'll take care of that. So let's see what's the difference here. पहले multiply करते हैं. This multiplication is this is 4815 and this is 5184. Oh, beautiful. So d1 minus d2 square, I can see ये 8484 तो 0 0 दे देगा. 51 and 15 subtraction is what? 36. So 36 with 2 zeros. That's the d1 minus d2 whole square. So if you try removing the whole square, you will get square root to the other side. So यहाँ से आपको मिलेगा कितना? 60. So d1 minus d2 is equal to 60. That's what we need to find out. We have this in the option है ही नहीं. This is type in the answer type of question. Okay, where you don't have option. So what will you type there? 60. Okay. I hope you understood this. Yeah, easy enough. All right. Let's see the next question.